Hello, today I wanted to share some beautiful insight that's been coming through my one-on-one sessions when I'm channeling for clients when the topic is addiction. Whether it's my clients or someone in their family or an ex-partner that has struggled with addiction or even a parent who struggled with addiction, some of the insight that comes in is so beautiful and profound, and I wanted to share it with all of you. So what comes in a lot of times when I have a client or someone, one of their loved ones who has struggled with addiction, is that addiction on one hand can be very spiritual. If somebody is very cosmic, like I've channeled for people who in their childhood they were very telepathic, empathic, and since we don't talk about these things in our society, in Western society, we're not really taught about this stuff in children, a lot of times people turn to addiction, and what it does is it grounds you. Now, I have to disclaimer, I in no way am encouraging addiction of any kind, but I want the intention of this message is for, if you or one of your loved ones struggles with addiction, for you to start embodying more love and compassion for yourself, and understand that there are things that you can do. Okay, so when I see that addiction stems from somebody being very cosmic, a lot of times, again, that's because they don't understand what's happening to them. It usually starts in childhood, and then addiction starts in teenage years or in their 20s. Because they're struggling with trying to understand what's going on with them. They don't understand they're picking up on other people's emotions, fear, anger, or I have clients who also were very telepathic when they were kids and they did not know what was going on. So that's one of the big things that comes through. I also see, recently I had a client, we'll call her Jane this week. She struggled with addiction in her life, and it came from her denying what her soul was trying to do, what asked her to do. So if we are denying potentially setting boundaries or listening to our heart, my guides are always saying, these groups of beings that I channel are always saying, our heart is a portal to our higher self. Our heart is literally the portal to the other side, which is only love. It will only speak to you through love. And if your higher self has been trying to get your attention to identify maybe a job that it's time to leave or a relationship that's time to leave, that would better serve you to set boundaries and to start a new path, if we ignore that, it can many times push us to cover up those nudges with a substance, whatever that substance is. And addiction can also be something that's outside of a substance. In fact, they're reminding me right now of some people that I've been shown who are addicted to exercise or something else. Okay, so addiction is sometimes a subconscious distraction this is from what I've channeled that I've seen, a subconscious distraction of ignoring the self is what they're saying right now, ignoring the authentic messages coming through that are encouraging us to stand more into our authenticity and empowerment. So when somebody is struggling with addiction, my message to everyone is have love and compassion for that person. Now, addiction can also be very hereditary. It's something that can be passed down through generations, not just in a DNA perspective, but also you might have witnessed that in childhood. Many times souls come here. I have a lot of clients. Most of my clients are very evolved souls, and they're here to help with the new earth in some way. They want to understand their experiences, their life challenges. I'm a soul contract channel, so I'm channeling the reasons behind their experiences and what they're meant to be doing in this life. And so many of my clients are evolved souls, and when we're ignoring these nudges to take action on something that's going to serve us in our highest interest and our highest good, then a lot of times that can result again in us distracting ourselves with some type of addiction or addictive behavior. So outside of it being passed down through the DNA or lineage and seeing that in childhood, my clients, many of them, like I said, most of them are advanced souls. They have agreed to come into some of these lineages to stop that from being passed down. Not just addiction, other things too, trauma, I see that a lot. So they have agreed to come into these families. These advanced souls are agreeing to come into these families. And some of these families are soul groups who have been repeating cycles, incarnation after incarnation. And these evolved souls are agreeing to come in and help them break these cycles. Sometimes that can result in taking on an addiction or some type of addictive behavior. So I I want everyone to think about this. If you or someone you know struggles with addictive behavior, understand that there's a deeper meaning behind this, and have love and compassion. If you're interested in understanding maybe some of the reasons or the drivers for that, I have a free Connect Your Higher Self challenge on my website. I can also channel those things for you. If working together feels aligned, you can visit my website. And I have coming soon, it will be coming out next week, the ability to register for this, a 2-day live interactive workshop where I will be walking everyone through how to identify the reasons behind your own patterns and life experiences, so I can get out the wisdom that I have learned from channeling for hundreds of people all over the world. I want to get this out to more people so more people can make sense of their life. So love and forgiveness and acceptance is key. Understand that addictive behavior does not mean anything about the person. It doesn't make them any less of a person. It doesn't make them any more of a problem than someone else. Now, the addictive behavior could, show up as problem, but there's always a reason. And when you can get down to the root of the reason and address that, then you can start to see change in your life with releasing those addictive behaviors, but also in completely shifting your reality. How does this resonate? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.